All right. Uh, just finished work. Waiting for my better half to come from the train station so we could go home, get some Chinese food today. Yeah, get some Chinese food today. Take a day off from cooking, you know? Thursday and Friday, we gotta take a day off from cooking, yo. So, listen. When is it the right time to hit a woman? Okay, well, there's no... Well, there's an answer to this, and there's a right answer and there's a wrong answer. It's the eye of the beholder, okay? So, put some heat up. Okay, so, you know, I really don't want to bring up Tank Davis, but if I may, I didn't want to capitalize on that man's situation because, you know, listen, there's other boxers that have been through this. You got Kovalev, okay? Regardless what the woman did or said or whatever, you know, the man is a boxer, right? All these boxers, hands are lethal weapons. They're weapons, okay? So, you got Kovalev hitting a woman. You got, who's this other one? You know, you got a lot of boxers that's going through this situation. You know what I'm saying? It's not just Tank Davis, all right? So, it's just kind of upsetting to me when you have, you know, when it happens to a certain race, it gets exploited, it gets more amped up, it gets more explosive to the media, and then when it happens to certain other boxers, it's not such a big deal. Like McGregor, that's another one. He hit an old man, punched an old man in the face, you know, and you know, it's just swept under the closet. So certain things, but at the end of the day, regardless, this is not about Tank Davis. I said his name. It's not about Kovalev. It's not about McGregor. It's not about all these boxers. The title is when, why you should not hit a woman, or if you do hit a woman, when is it reasonable to hit somebody, okay? Just in general, okay? So, you know, I'm a grown man. I'm a young man. There's young man, there's grown man. Okay, we stronger than women. Come on, we are stronger than women, okay? And you gotta have that in your mind, okay? We stronger than women. Okay, now if you physically stronger than women, why are you gonna do that, man? Why are you gonna do that, bro? You know, I really don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like seeing women get hit. I don't like seeing old people get hurt. And I definitely, you know, listen, there's a lot of things going on out here that, you know, I don't like, okay? And it triggers me. Certain things trigger me, okay? Now, I know you'll say, well, some women, they ask for it. Listen. Sorry, I forgot. I need the light. Listen. My mother, God bless her soul, I love her, you know, I love her a lot, but she was a pain in the ass, okay? I'm just going to admit it, okay? You know, she's a woman that would trigger you, like will push a man to want to smack the shit out of her, okay? And, you know, she did it with my father, she did it with my stepfather, and, you know, respectively, my stepfather, he know how to hold himself, because he saw me and I'm looking at him like, yo, I know you ain't gonna do that. But my mother was a pain in the ass. My mother will push herself to make you, even me, okay? At times I just want to smack the shit out of her. My mother she used to be abusive. Let me just get straight to the point, okay? Where she'll put hands on you. My mother was thug out, okay? My mother was a thug, okay? She was a little short thug, right? And she was thugged out, but at the same time, she knew what to do to handle my life and make things work, okay? She wasn't ghetto, you know, she had a state government job, she had things going. Listen, so I'm just giving you an example that I understand when women push you, they put their hands on you and stuff like that, and you're like, God damn, I just want to, but you know, at the end of the day, you're going to look like the wrong one, okay? My father was 6'2", you know, he's 76 years old, he's like 6'1" now, okay? And my father, he had to restrain her, okay? You know, he never hit her, but he had to restrain her. And the more you restrain her, the more my mother will come at you, okay? That's just the way my mom is. You know, she's a good woman, you know, been to jail, had a little issues and stuff like that. But all her reasons was for good reasons, okay? Okay, that's it. I'm not looking for a tear eye. Everybody have trials and tribulations in their life, and lessons learned. Okay, so my trigger is like, I don't like to see people hurt each other. I don't like to see that. I didn't like my mother hurting my father. I didn't like to see. I don't like. Let me give you an example. Okay, I'm driving in Brooklyn. I always seeing couples fucking each other up. I do. I see it all the time. And it's like, I want to get out the car. When I see a man manhandle a woman, I want to get out the car. I just want to get out the car and just bust his shit, because you're a man and you stronger than a woman. Okay? If you're not mentally up here strong, well, of course you're going to start hitting a woman. Okay? But if a woman ain't hitting you, right, and you hitting a woman, there's a problem. Okay? Now, I'll get to the point when a woman's hitting you and what you should do. Okay? In my opinion. All right? Knowing what my mother used to do to my father and my stepfather and how they handle it and stuff like that. But I would have handled it a little bit different, okay? So, when you have a woman that's pushing you all the time and putting their hands in your face and want to smack you and trying to kick you in your balls and shit. I seen it all, okay? Even I just seen it all, okay? And those kind of women is listen. But, when I see a couple, right? And I see a man beating the shit out of a woman, I want to get out, but then I say, you know what? I can't be Captain Save a Woman. I'm not going to say Captain Save a Hoe, because I don't know if that woman's a hoe or not, okay? But I can't say, I'm not going to be Captain Save a Woman, because you know what happens? I see it all the time in Brooklyn, East New York, Brownsville, all over. I see it all the time. You come out your car, you help her, cops come, there's no, listen, your story is not going to hold shit up. Okay, because the thing is, she's got to go home with him at night, okay? And she ain't taking your side. So you're going to be the bad guy. That's the way it is. I'm trying to sum this up, okay? You're going to be the bad guy. So sometimes you got to mind your business. And in that situation, you got to mind your business, because you're going to be the bad guy. No matter if you're trying to save a woman, it's not going to look good, man. You're going to be the one that's going to be the bad guy. Okay, so in that predicament, I'm minding my business. I'm definitely minding my business. This thing with Kovalev, what he did, and it's not a big deal. He beat on the woman, all right? And his hands, same thing with certain boxers that get into this situation. Come on, man. It doesn't make any sense, yo. But what I'm trying to say is here, I got a little off key, what I'm trying to say is here, when you mentally, you got to be strong for this, okay? And if you're not mentally strong, you're a pussy. That's why I'm kind of stuck right here, because I'm trying to say the right words, and it's just straight up, okay? You're a pussy. You're stronger. You're bigger. It's a time to just walk away, okay? Now, that thing with Kovalev, it's not even that he beat the girl. He kicked the girl woman's dog. That's another thing I don't like. I don't like when people kick dogs and shit. Okay, I got a real tender heart for animals. I really do. And I really don't like that even. And you're like, oh, you're talking about the dog, you're not even thinking about the female. Yeah, I'm thinking about that, but like I said, if it's a boyfriend and girlfriend thing, I can't get into it. I gotta turn my face. But if I see you kicking a dog or a cat, come on, man. I'm coming out the car to bust your shit. See, now that's the difference. See, that's the difference. You'll say, why won't you come out and help that woman? Well, I'm giving you a reason why. She's in a relationship, and many a times, if you butt in, you'll be the bad guy. And so you got to protect yourself from a situation like that, because they'll press charges on you, and you're trying to help somebody that's pressing charges on you. So, but now, if I see somebody beating on a cat, and swinging a cat around, or kicking a cat in the ass, or beating a dog up, no, it's not that I'm just worried about human rights, and I'm not caring about human rights, and I'm worrying about a dog and a cat, and I think a cat and a dog is worth more than a human. No, it's just it's the predicament and the position that's being played. You see what I'm saying? Now, you see what I'm saying, where there's certain reasons for certain things, but when it comes to animals, I'm getting out and I'm kicking your ass. Okay? I don't see no reason to do that. Okay? I don't like seeing animal cruelty at all. I just don't like that, okay? They can't speak back. They're crying. You know what I'm saying? You can see the emotions in them. That's not right. It's just not right. I just don't like that, okay? That's one part of me I will fuck you up for, okay? I don't like animal cruelty. Okay, so what does that have to do about women and human rights and so? It's just that I'm giving you an example about certain things. Now, if a woman's hitting me and I'm bigger than her, of course I'm bigger than her, right? And I could manhandle her, and she's saying bad things to me. What is she saying? Fuck your mother, okay? Your mother ain't shit. Your mother ain't this, your mother ain't that, or you got a small dick. You know, little stupid things that someone that can't keep their emotions together will smack a bitch up in a minute. Yeah, okay? Or punch her dead in her stomach, in her gut. Or just wail on her ass because you're not mentally strong. There's two things you could do. Just walk away. Just walk away. Say, all right, you know what? You being a little bit violent. There's a couple of things you could do, more than two things. You're being violent, you know, or you saying some things that's getting me to the point where I just want to backslap the shit out of you. Just walk away, man. Okay? Because instead of being physically strong, be mentally strong. Yeah, be mentally strong. And if you can't be mentally strong, walk away. If you know you got those female tendencies where you just want to, you know, you can't hold your emotions, because I call that female tendencies, right? Just walk away, okay? Until you learn how to deal with it, okay? All right? Just deal with it. It should never get to the point where you got to put your hands on anybody, any human, any person, black, white, you know, Chinese, whatever, Indian, whatever. You don't put your hands on nobody, okay? Female or even a male, all right? If somebody's talking shit to you, you know, you got to be at a certain age now, like, you know, whatever. It is what it is. If you ain't putting your hands on me, then it's no sense for me to put my hands on you, okay? Sticks and stones will break your bones. Words will never hurt me. There was a reason why that was said, okay? Now, it's a way when a woman's being violent to you and she's hurting you. It's a way to deal with this. You see what I'm saying? And it's either you restrain her or put her in a headlock and put her to sleep. Now, you know, that could be an option too. You know, get over here, put you to sleep, put you in the corner over there. You know what I'm saying? And just sprinkle a little bit of water on her face and be like, oh man, you were so mad at me, you just fell asleep. You just fainted on me. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to wake you up. No, that ain't gonna work. I'm just playing games, okay? Don't take it seriously. So please don't put no comments saying, "Oh, you told me to put my wife to sleep in a chokehold." No. I mean, it'll be much easier to calm her ass down in a realistic reel, but you know, it comes with that's still assault, okay? So the best thing is to restrain her and get out the area. That's it. Or just if you know she's that type of woman that's gonna put hands on you, just go. And then guess what? If it comes to the point that she's always abusive, it's either you leave or call the cops. Put a stop to this shit. If you love her and you want to stay with her, and that's the kind of relationship you have, you're going back and forth, and the hands are flying, and her hands are flying, and your hands is not, call the cops. You know what I'm saying? And she don't like it, well, there's the other two things she's going to do. She's going to leave you, or she's going to stop hitting you. It's one or the other. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't like capitalizing on you know, these boxers, they have a life. They have a life, man. These boxers have a life, and just to amp up their whole story about, oh, they did this, especially between black and white. You know, we all know, let's just be honest, when it's a black person doing it, it gets more explosive, okay? When white people do it, or certain other things, not that much. I'm just going to be honest to you. In a black perspective, this is how I see it. It's not against white people. I have nothing against white people. I don't have nothing against any race. I'm a loving person, okay? But the politics of the world, if it's black, it's wrong. If it's white, it's right, okay? And that goes for majority of a lot of things that's going on in this world, okay? And it's just that's what it is. And once you understand that, you know, some things are exposed more than others in the politics of this world, then you can understand. So that's why I say my title is my title for this. Why hit a woman, when not to hit a woman, and when you should leave. Like, I still didn't make a title for this video yet. I'm going to. But, you know, I'm not going to put Tank's face up. You know, just like they didn't put Kovalev's face. Maybe it made the news in Russia, but it didn't really make the news over here. You know what I'm saying? They didn't make a blast over here. Same thing with McGregor punching an old man in the face. I really, you know, my father's 76 years old. You know, he wasn't always in my life. I'm not looking for a tear from you or nothing like that. You know, he's schizophrenic. You know what I'm saying? You know, he have issues. And my mother was already a pain in the ass, arguing with somebody that was sick already. He went through the war. He been through things. You know, after being 8 years old, I moved around. After that situation, he lost his eye to the cops. Yo, there's a lot of things happen in my life, just like a lot of things happen in your life, okay? You learn from it. So, what I'm saying is, Tank might learn from this, okay? Mayweather had his situation, okay? You know, when somebody do something, you can't title that, give that person that title. As much as I hate Mayweather, you can't give that title to that person for the rest of his life. You live and you learn, okay? Maybe he learned from this. Maybe Mayweather learned from this. Maybe because that's why you're not hearing it no more, okay? That he's beating on this one or this woman or whatever. People learn from their mistakes, and some people just don't, okay? But I'm not gonna put that title yet. It was a time and place when he did that. There's a time and place when I did some fucked up shit. But I learned from my experiences, and I've become a better man, okay? And I understand that. And I also seen things. You know, when you're 8 years old and you see violence right in front of your face, you know this whole thing with with a man and a woman fighting each other and shit, it could escalate. And that's what happened in my family. You know, my mother and my father, they argued. Somebody heard the argument. Somebody called the cops. I don't even know if it was my mother called the cops or whatever. And next thing you know, cops are in your house. You sitting right there watching it with popcorn, and you sitting there crying, and you're only 8 years old, and you're seeing shit happen to you, and you're seeing your father push against the glass, broken blood all over, and then they knocked him in his face, took his eye out. Yo, things could escalate. I'm just giving you an example. I don't want to tear eye from you. I really don't. It doesn't matter. I'm not trying to give you a striking emotion in you. I'm giving you examples to just understand reality. What's going on out here? Okay, I hear a little kid crying. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna put Tank up. I'm not gonna put Mayweather. The only thing that I didn't like about Mayweather is what he did with Kobe Bryant. See, certain things that's pissed me off. Don't mess with dogs and cats or animals, any kind of animals. Don't when somebody die, don't try to shine on their death and act like it didn't happen, okay? That's one thing. I will make a video about that. But, you know, like the problems of the world, you know, between women and men, that shit's always going to go on. It's just a time and place when to butt in and help somebody. Now, if it was a woman just walking down the block and somebody just started wailing, and I know there's no relationship, oh, I'm going to get out. I don't care if the guy's 8 feet tall and he's going to bust my ass. It's just morally right to help a woman if she's getting hurt. It's just morally right to help some old man getting beat down. I can't stand, yo. I'm passionate with shit like that. And maybe it's because it triggered me when I see certain things when I was younger, that it triggers me. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes some people get triggered by certain things and don't like to see people that's weak get taken over. And I don't like that, you know? And I don't like to see, you know, it's a whole story. You know what I'm saying? I really don't like talking about that. That's why I never like to bring it up. But this whole thing with boxers putting their hands on, and you know what? I saw a video with this guy, and he made a good point. His name is Punch Boxing. He made when I hear something from somebody, I'm gonna let you know. I'm not gonna try to use their thing. I'm gonna say he made a good example. Shout out to Punch Boxing. I don't know if you. I'm new to this, so you probably won't even watch my videos. Okay, you probably won't care. But he said, listen, y'all boxers, when y'all do the face to face, and y'all talking all that shit in each other's face, y'all ain't gonna put each other's hands on each other. You know why? Because you're gonna lose that pot of gold. You're gonna lose that. You know in the back of your head that if the fight is gonna be off. So you have to have self-control in order to get to the next day, so you can pummel each other in the ring. Okay? So I'm sorry, I'm just trying to rush it up. I'm not in a calm mood. I'm just like, so I know I'm talking kind of fast and kind of, half stepping with some of my words, but that's what it is. So if you could control yourself when somebody's spitting in your face and yelling and calling your mama this and talking all that shit and maybe give you a shove and, they break it up and shit like that, and no one's throwing blows, well, you take that same energy and like, listen, if somebody's saying shit to you, a little woman. My mother was like only 5'3". My father's 6'2". And I'm still mad at my father to making me 5'8". Okay? He could have put a little extra in that to get me a taller, okay? There's other guys that's taller, okay? And their mothers are short. Anyway, whatever. I'm happy with them, okay? I'm very blessed. Thank you very much, okay? So, all I'm saying is, just you know, when I hear so-and-so, this sports entertainer did this and did that, I'm like, listen, if I don't hear it repeatedly, if he's a repeated offender, then he got issues, okay? And he ain't learning from his issues. He ain't learning at all, okay? Something's probably wrong with him mentally, okay? But after a while, you should understand, like, you know, people, listen, I always say this one thing. You have one life, right, on this world, but you live many lives on this world. You live many lives. You live a life when you're a baby, you have no understanding of the world. Then you become a teenager when you're just trying to become who you are. Then you become a young adult, and then you become an adult, then you become an old person, and then you become next to death, okay? So on this world, you can't just be like this, okay? Trials and tribulations make you what you are, right? So that's all I'm saying. It's like, I'm not saying give Tank a break or nothing like that. It's just like when I see that, I'm like, okay, he ain't grown up yet, okay? Or he doesn't know better, or he don't have people around him to tell him what's right. Which what happens is most of these boxers have just yes men around them. So that's what I'm saying. So, you know, we're not going to get the same energy from certain ethnic groups when they do something wrong. And then when we do something wrong, when black people do something wrong, we're going to get a different kind of energy. I understand that. Okay, that's just the way it is in the United States of America. And I know I don't accept it, but I try not to let it get to me, okay? Because then when I start thinking about it, then I start having negative thoughts. And I'm a positive person. Even though I'm a kind of irritable person and I get anxious and I get irritable. Sometimes you can see in my face that I'm very irritable about shit and I get cranky. But that's just part of life. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit, you know, I'm on Team Petty sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You're getting to know me now. I'm getting to know you. So we get to know each other. So, you know, I'm not going to put this title regarding to Tank or any boxer, but I'm just letting you know this. It will be a title saying, when to keep your hands to yourself when it comes to women, okay? And knowing how to keep your feminine side. When you're a man, try to keep your shit, you know, try to keep your emotions, keep your shit under control. I'm trying to get the words out. I'm just flipping all over. I'm done. I'm tired. Have a nice day.